Welcome to your March 2026 Cosmic Color Forecast. And I am shooting this from my garden because this is the energy of March 2026, which is the green energy. And I want you to be able to, as I'm transmitting this message to you, that you are going to fill yourself up with the energy of green and with the frequency as well of Mother Nature. That's teaching us an awful lot. And why this is important is that how color affects us, we are affected by color through seeing the color. So as you're watching this message here, your eyes are taking that color in. It's sending a message to the brain, and from the brain, it's a sending message to your endocrine system and your nervous system. And green is the energy of harmony, healing, balance, taking a breather, and also it's hugely connected with nature. It is the most popular color that we see in nature. So I really want you, as I am transmitting this message to you, I invite you, actually, I'm going to invite you, because this is actually very much also about the green energy. I'm going to invite you to take as much of this energy and message in and allow it to almost change your frequency as you receive this transmission for March 2026. So we have moved out, first of all. Let's start about where we've come from, okay? So we've moved out of the golden energy of February. Now, this energy revealed much. It revealed and brought in clarity and truth. No more hiding and avoidance tactics. This was the energy of the golden yellow. Because we had the gold, which raises its standards, is extremely powerful, is associated with high levels of self-worth. And then you had the yellow, which is the color that literally reveals what's hidden. It is the sun. The sun comes in, it shines its light wherever the things need their light being shown on them. And with that, it brought in the truth. Now, people are saying, I want the truth, I want the truth. But the thing is, some people don't want the truth because why? The truth hurts. But what I'm going to say to you, whatever has gone on, whatever changes have happened to you in February through this frequency, it's like now you must know that the truth has set you free, because that's what golden's yellow's energy was about. And also, when you see something, you can no longer not see it. And therefore, you can no longer be the same. Right? So there was liberation energy. Now, because the divine absolutely loves and adores us and is always there to support us, we have March energy, and this is the color green. And green is made up of yellow and blue. So we have still a little bit of the presence of yellow to compound us forwards and have us raise an anchor. Like maybe we've raised our standards, but it's like now it's like rearranging our standards that match our self-worth. Green is also associated with self-worth. So the thing here is that what you're tolerating stays and what you don't tolerate leaves. Right? And sometimes, like with yellow, I'm a yellow soul leadership identity. In fact, I'm a double yellow. I have green. I have green as my soul leadership identity, and I have it in the area of my chart, which is my soul's GPS. So I know green from the inside out, right? And green is direct. It calls a spade, but its purpose is, as a green, it's like you've got to keep on coming back to center. So in fact, we'll start doing a little bit here. So let's take a breath in here and the out breath, just surrender there. And taking another breath in And on this out breath, I just want you to acknowledge yourself. You are through the other side. You are here. And green is saying, now breathe in this green with me, actually. Find your center. So I want you to lean back, lift your shoulders up, lean in to your own body, your own energy. My energy is my own. I want you also to really take in the energy of Mother Nature that I am delivering, where I'm delivering this message to you, because Mother Nature is just so nurturing, so wise, so powerful, so available. And this green is Mother Nature. Green is abundance. Green is money. Show me the money. Let's imagine that there is literally money being poured into your frequency and energy, because money is love and appreciation at its core. That's why money was created in the ancient time, to honor and respect and show gratitude and have the exchange of someone's services or product. So feel the purity and the sacredness of you receiving money and being rewarded the money that is a direct correlation to the impact you are making in your life and in that of others. Because we are here, we've been told, do for another what was done for you. Do for another what you would like done unto you. So this energy of money, it's like, this is a fantastic month. There's no excuse this month, actually, in terms of any aspect of lack. It's like, money is here. What's money going to ask you to do? Which is usually uncomfortable. Get out of your own way. Be seen more. Take a stand. Make a difference. That's what money is. The more that you're making an impact, the more money that is going to flood into your life. All right? Now, where things start moving that couldn't start moving before, this is the month that this is going to happen. So again, this is the green light in the traffic lights, right? It's saying, go for it. Now, when I say go for it, I'm not saying to you, rah, rah, and get going, go from 0 to 100. If you think about the traffic lights, you are putting your car into gear and you are moving nicely in an enjoyable, easeful way, and you are on the go. Slow and steady wins the race. And this is what we're really going to be shown this month. Society has told us something totally different, keeping us busy, disconnected. Green knows better. Green is taking the time to enjoy, taking the time to put one step in front of the other. So you might think, oh, but it's not worth it, or I'm not going to get the results of X, B, A, B, and C immediately. This is not about a quick fix. This is about creating lasting change, making lasting impact, and building something that is sustainable. And this is very much linked to the green energy. So what green is going to say here for you with this March frequency, it's going to say, okay, you were shown the truth. You're not the same person that you were going into February as you are going into March. Now, what are you going to grow from this experience? Right? So, and this is not the force. This is not the hustle, right? So it's like what it's saying and what green is about. It's like brave. Where do you require to be braver in your life, in your way of being, in your business, in your career, in your relationships? Because the green energy is that forward thinking, alchemical green energy. that does not settle and conform, because it's about liberation. Where can you feel, can you imagine actually feeling this energy now of green moving through your body from the soles of your feet, making space and feeling this liberation energy right through your body? Lovely. Because what green is also about, it's about enlightenment. Whatever is holding you back, wherever you are choosing the safe option, which we were conditioned, which safety is the prison, over a brave path, green is going to be revealing this to you in March. And the song that's coming into my mind, if I was to choose the song, well, the song has chosen me really, about March, like if I was to just stop this video and say, okay, I can only give you now one song that represents this month, it's that song, Moving On Up, Moving On Out. That is the song that sums up the energy of March. So play that song as well. I'll put that link to the song in the YouTube video. Now, what's also, I think this is going to be quite a meaningful message, because green is advanced in its nature, and it's also very spiritually grounded and practical, right? So it's going to be a month of spiritual growth, personal development, business expansion. How amazing is that? Financial movement, heart-led leadership. So if you really were to take on board those aspects of the green, which two or three do you think, oh, I'll have some of that. Oh, I'll have some of that. I'll have some of that. And let that energy land into your frequency now. And already you might feel that the movement, right? So things that felt stuck will actually gain movement. Opportunities. What opportunities do you want to open this month? Like, as I'm saying that, I'm seeing like a beautiful big package with a bow, and it's opening up. Also, what's really important, because green is associated with relationships, like conversations are also going to be very important, because in conversation, we gain perspective, we communicate, we find solutions. But the key here is you are to be grounded. So staying grounded, staying centered, doing this simple practice, breathing in, leading into your own body, your own energy. Can you, like that simple practice, going, my energy is my own. The only thing that you're responsible for, and the greatest impact that you can make first, is taking care of your energetic frequency first and being centered, ensuring that you are not out there running around being the savior, which is the shadow aspect of green, which I had to learn, and really coming back to your own divine authority and you finding your center. Because this is really, really important, because money, clients, and opportunities go to that which is grounded and steady. So ask yourself every day, how steady and centered am I today? And just bring in the green energy, and the green energy will have you centered. So green is advanced energy. right? I've noticed with any of the green soul leadership identities, like I am that green, I'm a double green, so I know green from the inside out. We are advanced in our way of being. We're advanced in what we see. We've been ahead of our time. Now people are ready. People can now see what we saw 20, 30 years ago. And so this is like an exciting time. And if you're a green soul leader, then please make the use of this month. Put yourself in places that maybe before you wouldn't have. Be confident and know the people are waiting for you. They are now ready. They can have their resonance is now at this place. Their frequency is now at this place where they can understand. This is like moving from caterpillar language to butterfly language. So there's more people now speaking the butterfly language. So therefore, there's more being asked of us to really be more visible and keep sharing. And what's really great about the green identities is that while we're spiritually connected, we're also very grounded and practical. Because there's no point in being up here in the clouds, because that's great, but you don't create from that place. You've got to be physically grounded and present to take the wisdom and knowledge and ideas and guidance and do something with it. So you must be grounded as well to hold that higher advanced energy of green. And this is why part of this month is going to be about taking care of your physical body and taking care of your health and your well-being. Because if your body is not of optimum health, it can't hold the energy, the higher frequencies, for very long. All right. And another way of taking the color green in is drinking your water, because also green, if there's no green in nature, it's because it hasn't had enough water. So water is going to be very, very important for you this month. Okay, so I'm going to take a little sip there for a minute. And so I've put it into this green cup, and as I am sitting here talking to you, the sun is shining through this green cup and it's infusing my water with green energy. Now, of course, like all the colors, there is the shadow aspect of green that you may also be experiencing. And again, when you know this, then you can actually make changes as and when these kind of aspects start coming in for you, or feeling and witnessing these aspects of the green. Because, I say shadow, but these are kind of triggers that come in with the green energy. And when you know it and witness it, then you can do something about it. It's like the weather. If you know it's going to be a rainy day, then you can prepare yourself and bring an umbrella or have a raincoat. So it doesn't really matter. You're not going to get wet. So this is the same thing about these energy forecasts as well for you. Okay. So I want you to watch out for kind of things like impatience, comparison, overthinking, overgiving, and this feeling of overwhelm and feeling burnt out or self-sabotage. So green does not thrive in the energy of striving. And in some respects, striving has been rewarded. Are you the victim or are you the victor? That's also another aspect of green. So it's like it's okay for you to thrive. It's okay for you to have this overflow and avalanche of abundance in your energy, in your expectation, in your bank account, in your experience. And it's also, there's a rhythm. So because of, if you look at, again, Mother Nature, there are cycles in nature that we're seeing. There is the spring, there is the summer, autumn season, winter season. And so when you start preparing for those seasons and when you start going with those seasons, things start to shift. It's like, and I think I mentioned that in last month's reading, it's like there's no point in you, um, you know, planting seeds in the winter, no matter how great you are, no matter how wonderful those seeds are, if you're not planting them in the cycle where they perform best and where it's the best time to plant those seeds, you will not get the harvest that is possible when you do it in the winter season. So this is the same with what we're doing in each and every moment. So this is saying, like, nature is not rushing. Nature knows that everything grows in its own time. So green is saying, no more striving. We are thriving in rhythm and we're taking the heart-centered approach going forward. So I would invite you to kind of play with this concept that green is all about. All right, so green is now saying, own your worth. Own the wealthy soul reality that is there for you. Because if you don't claim that, it becomes unclaimed. Nobody else can take the divinely assigned inheritance that has been given to you. It's yours by divine right. So it's up to you to decide whether you want to claim it or not, because it can't go to anybody else. Each and every individual has unlimited abundance that is for their highest good and highest purpose, is only available to each individual. And I think that whole concept that we're taking from other people, or, someone is in not in a good place, so then feeling guilty that, you wouldn't have because the other person have. That's all programmed. So we can cancel, clear, delete, destroy that and say, I am aligning now with my good, and I am aligning with my good to be the hostess of the mostest for myself, because that's one of the aspects of the green energy. I love to entertain, green souls. We are the hostess of the mostest, but we have to host ourselves first, okay? Sorry, I've got a bit of a tickly throat. I've a bit of hay fever going on here. We've very high pollen here in Provence. Now, which comes in again to taking care of your body, right? Because this is going to be a month for taking care of your body, because green is about well-being. So there, it's so interesting because I've an obsession about wellness. I've an obsession about really taking care of our body, being mindful about what we're putting into our body and making different choices, because what's been normalized is actually keeping people disconnected, lack of energy, symptoms that are really not necessary. And it's all linked to the quality of the food and beverages that they are putting into their bodies. So this is an invitation to you to say, where could you in your daily life become a healthier version of you? Okay. Now, the next aspect of green is relationships. Relationships will be tested this month, both also the relationship with yourself and the relationship with others. So boundaries will be important, right? And being really clear with what you desire and what you no longer desire, right? So also, again, communication coming in here. It's like, as we grow, our relationships grow and develop. So this is why it's a really, really important month to kind of look at your relationships, but also even relationships to anything, right? So it's also getting out of the head, right, and into your heart space. Because this color can have you over analyzing. This is something that I would say I've mastered. Now I witness, I catch myself, and I bring myself straight down into my heart. So in this energetic space where we are in your heart now, where you are in your heart, if you were to follow the rhythm of nature and the energy of green, what would you be, do, and have? And feel free to journal on that question. Because what I'm hearing here in my ears, what you want, what you desire, desires you. And what green's capacity is it's bringing in harmony and balance. And anything that is not in harmony with the expansive, limitless soul that you are will not be tolerated. And the other aspect to the green in this harmonious experience and energy that green brings in is accept help, receive, allow, pause, act, letting the energy inform the action, responding instead of reacting, witnessing. It is a month for personal growth and doing the spiritual inner work, because that creates dividends. I had someone recently who did a soul session, and she said that out of all the things that she had invested in, that she really has found that the greatest return on investment was in investing in her spiritual and personal development, growth. And I actually agree with her. I'm like, yeah, you know what? The inner work, when you really do the inner work, and I have seen, even in terms of results, I have people who literally come to me and their life completely changes in a very short time because their energy and their frequency has shifted, and they also know themselves better, because to thine own self be true. If you don't know who you are in a soul level, then you are actually you're not living your true life, because when you don't know the soul of who you are, then you're taking on expectations, projections of society, of your culture, of the family unit you're in, of the people you hang around with. But when you know your soul, it liberates you out of that kind of constriction and expectation, and it has you to choose you. So as we actually are moving in, because what we have as well is that we have the green energy this month, right? So every month is going to be different. But what's constant is this year we are having the red energy of 2026, and this is fueling all of the monthly energies. So the red energy is fueling the green. And so what this is doing is it's actually, because one of the minuses with the green is, green, if there's too much, if I put you into a green room for too long, you would become lazy and you'd think that you couldn't do it. I can't do it. You would give force to external circumstances and how you're feeling to determine what you can and can't do. But what's really great with this red energy is the red energy is there, and it will help you ensure that you get the best, that you have the best of the green energy. And the green energy is also saying that it's important to go softly and tap into Mother Nature's feminine energy and love and even abundance. If you think about Mother Nature, all the fruits, all the vegetables that we're eating on our table has been created through Mother Nature. I mean, how amazing is that? That there is confirmation in terms of how fertile and wonderful Mother Nature is. And what I've really noticed, like living in France, in Provence, how we eat very much seasonally. So you really get to know what fruits and vegetables are associated with each of the different seasons. And in fact, they're there for us during the specific season. So for example, like in December, you'll see clementines. And of course, we need more vitamin C in the winter months. So it's like it never ceases to amaze me, the wisdom of Mother Nature. And there is something in this month for you that's going to bring in greater wisdom. Now, the other thing to be aware of this red energy that is fueling the green energy for this month is that, red, if there's too much fire, too much red, then that is the fire energy. And we've seen, that can burn Mother Nature when it's out of control. So this is why it is so important for you to, to, to tap into that green energy, to feel the fuel of the beautiful red frequency of 2026, which is bringing in, like, how much more love can you allow into your life? How much more passion can you allow into your life? How good can you allow your life to become? Because that's what the combination of having the red energy for 2026 in this month of March. So this is why this month will be showing you work smarter, not harder. Your frequency, your thoughts, your feelings and emotions manifest more than working harder. And this is why they must be prioritized this month, because this energy is a very, very powerful manifesting alchemical energy. So green does not respond well in striving, pushing, getting, making things happen. Green responds to the feminine way, where the feminine informs the masculine energy of initiation of the action. And part of this is the receivership of that and really pacing. This is not a race. It's like going at your own pace based on where you're at in your life and in your energy. So what I really love here is that there's an invitation. And again, as a green soul, we invite, we allow, we receive, following the energy, creating the space, manifestation by invitation over any aspect of force. So what would you like to invite into your life? And it's so interesting because, when I have people who want to work with me, we get on a call to see if we're a right fit. And one of the things that I say to everybody, I'll say, to be very clear, because I'm not for everybody. If you are the kind of person that is about getting, then I am not the right person. I'm not the right mentor for you. But if you're the kind of person that can receive what I'm about, my philosophy, the transmission, the energy, my frequency, and how I work, then we're the perfect match. And this is what March green energy is also about. It's like, it's not about getting anything. You won't get anything, but you will receive if that's what you desire. So the best way to show you what green is all about this month is I'm going to share about the story of the sun to kind of drive this aspect home. the sun and the wind. And I think I've done this in other videos, I don't know, a couple of years ago. Because I think this analogy sums up the energy of this month, right? So the wind and the sun were quarreling about who was the strongest. And the wind was saying, okay, let's have a contest. Let's see who's the most powerful. So they saw a man there with his coat walking along the street. And the wind said, whoever can move this man's jacket wins and shows that they're more powerful. And so the sun is saying, right, no bother. So the wind goes first, and the wind is blowing gusts and doing everything. It's so cold now. The wind is so cold. There's ice. It's and it's very, very windy. And the man is shivering. He's zipping up his jacket. He's holding onto his jacket for his dear life. And the wind blows himself out and says, oh my God, because the man is not letting go of the jacket, is able to hold on to the jacket. So the sun comes in and the sun is shining its light, shining the warm sun, really beaming very strongly on this man. And without any drama, it gets so warm. And the man removes the jacket without any force. And this is the analogy of this month's green energy. In fact, this sums up green so, so well. So it's like you now, with that analogy, are you able to surrender any aspect of forcefulness? Also, I think there's another thing about, you wanting it to go your way. And giving meaning to things. It's like, what if you believed that what's for you will not go by you? And if it's not whatever you desire, if it's not coming here, what if it's a form of protection, that there is something better being divinely orchestrated for you? So this month, really tone down any aspect of business and take the time. Excuse me, trust and follow your intuition. Feel the fear and do it anyway, because our intuition, our soul, is actually going to have us do the uncomfortable, the things that fear us the most, because the soul wants to live outside of the comfort zone, because the soul knows that it's limitless. So this is really, really important message that green has for you this month. The other thing is to be true. Be true to yourself. Be your authentic self. Shine your light. Allow the presence. Be more present. Your frequency draws in that which you wish to receive, that which you feel that you deserve. And it also, what's really interesting, and I was talking about this in my 40-day, 40-night mastermind, about energy. It's like they can be taught, we can say sometimes, like with energy work, about protection. And it's like, well, actually, if you are the higher frequency, if you are in that energy will not attract negative energy, because it's a resonance. It doesn't resonate. Like that alone is your protection. So the more of your soul self that you become, the more protected you are, and the more you will have what you desire. Because the other aspect about green is to be, and with manifestation, be very intentional with what you say, what you believe, what you do, your emotional state of being. Be intentional with what your heart desires, not what you think, but with this unimagined life. Wouldn't it be nice? Because this is the process of manifesting what you truly desire. Right? So you're either growing. So if you're getting something that you don't want, that's a growth opportunity. And if you're attracting amazing synchronistic experiences, it means you've learned, you're of that frequency, and you are on a roll. So it's like it's enjoying the journey, not the destination. So as the green soul leader identity, so if you are that is the alchemist, we're also ambitious, which is we've got higher standards. We know there's more where that came from. And so this is actually a fantastic month to harness, to say, where could I actually be more ambitious in my sense of being, in my desires, and doing that through the natural cycles of nature, the natural cycles of manifestation as well. So, and this is why it comes back to the importance this month of you, and this is green energy. It's like health, well-being, taking care of yourself, putting your oxygen mask on first, and then taking care of whatever it is needs to be taken care of from a sense of greater fulfillment and surplus. Okay, so you're not giving from an empty cup, you're giving from a full cup. So if you need to take time out, whether that can be an hour, a half a day, do that, because that is going to serve you so, so much. The other thing to consider, I mentioned about relationships there earlier on in our reading. So that's the other thing to ask in terms of your relationships. Where are you being seen and where are you not being seen in your relationships? Where maybe could you be more visible in your business? What about creating connections? Putting yourself in places where you can grow and expand, where you can be uncomfortable when maybe you're not the most successful in the room. You want to be around people who are more advanced than you, because you are the sum of the 5 people that you hang around with most. And so therefore, if you're around forward-thinking, expansive trailblazers who are doing things maybe that the collective aren't doing and who are going places, be in that room, because you will be the next. And so this is really important also. Greens are really courageous. They put themselves in rooms where they feel uncomfortable because they know that, because they're advanced, right? So it's like, and the other aspect, that is also an aspect of self-love. And green is about self-love. Green is about growth, personal development. So you will be rewarded from that place. So that's another thing to ask you, is like, okay, where can I show myself a bit more self-love? Where can I be feeling more aligned and kind of connected to all that is? So that is mainly the aspect of green that we have kind of going on for this month. And the other thing that I want to say as well is that with this energy of green, you can also tap in to the magenta energy. And the magenta is the affluent entrepreneur, right? The magenta is the Parisian woman sitting in a beautiful restaurant with a view of the Eiffel Tower, white tablecloths, beautiful food, matching wine with every course, knowing her worth, taking care of herself. Magenta is pleasure, beauty, receiving, visibility. It's associated with the infinity symbol. So you can tap in to the, and 4, 4 twos are 8. So an esoteric number, an esoteric energy. So you can actually work with both. And this is, again, very feminine. It's like, I can have this and that and that. So if you think about the two aspects that we have available, green grows and magenta receives. So that actually might help you to really come in and avail of this beautiful, incredible green frequency. And so that is it, my darlings. I hope that inspired you. I hope you feel uplifted and filled up with the green tonic after this message and transmission that came through. And if you are ready to harness that power and would like my support, insight, wisdom, then feel free to reach out and we can explore how we can work together. I have two main things at the moment. One is the soul leadership identity, soul sessions, which really are one session alone. Like they're coming in as one person and they're literally leaving as someone else. And in April, I have a bespoke mastermind where you get supported for 40 days and 40 nights for you to be able to live by your soul's leadership identity and your unique navigation system that is coded within you. So if that's something that you're interested in, then reach out to me. I would be delighted to hop on a call. And I'm also going into this, phase of like, I want more personal interaction and connection. So this is why I want to have you reach out to me and we'll reach out and arrange a call to discuss things, to see where you are, what do you really want, and tune in and see if this container or other work that I'm doing really is in alignment with you. Because if it doesn't work for you, then it won't work for me. All right. So I want the best for you. And I want you, my intention with anyone that I work with is that if that this is one of the best investments that they have ever made, and that it's something that keeps on giving. So reach out to me privately on Instagram. It's Marcia_O'Regan, or on my Facebook page, Glow Your True Colours. I would be delighted to connect with you, or even just leave a comment here underneath this video and we can connect. I'm sending you so much love. And remember to share this with anyone that you feel would benefit from this, because when, we do for another what was done for us, and it's like we all need inspiration and another perspective. And this is how we change the world. When one energetic frequency is increased, then it literally shifts the human consciousness. And that's when we will see that reflected in the world. Take care and make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, because then you will get alerted of any other resources that I put on here. Mwah. Take care. Bye.